Tommy Sotomayor is at it again. You know, the thing is with Tommy, he's always looking for somebody else to blame. You know, I debated him a couple years ago, and I had a back and forth with him. I think it was like last year, a year and a half ago. And I asked Tommy, I said, Tommy, do you ever do anything wrong? You know, and he didn't say no. He just gave excuses as to why he do the things that he does, and it's just crazy, man. You know, I've been putting up some Tommy Sotomayor videos, and a lot of you men been coming into my comment section really defending Tommy. Well, this is the thing, right? Tommy don't just go after black women. He doesn't get along with black men at all. Tommy disrespected the manosphere. He disrespected Kevin Samuels. He says that everybody steals his talking points. Well, I'm here to let a lot of you squares out there know Tommy don't own no talking points. All the things that people say online came from the barbershop. It came from the block parties. It came from off the block. It came from your uncles and your grandpa, all saying the same stuff. And we bring all that stuff on the social media to talk. He ain't invent the wheel or create nothing, man. Nothing. He ain't do nothing that we wasn't saying on the block. And then, like I'm saying, he beefs and argues with all kinds. He don't even get along with black men, so I don't even know why y'all defending him. And then he goes and make porn, screwing the same women that he complaining about, that he says that he's trying to shame to clean up. So he's become an enemy to his own message. So those of you men that follow him, y'all hypocrites. You're hypocrites. Because he doesn't actually stay true to his message. But let's look at what he said when it came to Tariq Nasheed and Vlad. He said, Tariq Nasheed and Vlad cost me millions of dollars lying on my name, and now they released the video making more money off of me, showing how they lied. Akademiks owes me a sit down at least. The reason they did not want people to hear from me is because I was right. So now he's coming after Akademiks. Akademiks heard this, and Akademiks decided to respond, and he said this.
That ain't all of what DJ Vlad had to say about me, ladies and gentlemen. Not DJ Vlad, but DJ Akademiks. He didn't stop there. Oh, no. DJ Akademiks then, for some odd reason, someone I've never talked about, someone I've never said anything bad about, decided to tell people this about me out of nowhere after interviewing with Vlad about me and Vlad telling him that no one should talk to me.
All right, so chat. So apparently last night, Fresh and Fit had on a bunch of interested individuals, and they had on Tommy Sotomayor. If you don't know, he's like a guy who's just been known for being combative with a lot of, I won't say just overall black women, but he usually goes to task for the black women who are single mothers and ratchets and this and third. But some of his lingo, usually makes him really radioactive. You know what I mean? Like, and I respect what he does, but I'm gonna be honest with you. In the place I'm at in my career, I don't know if I could be with a unhinged, untamed who's just randomly shouting out these black bitches like that.
Unhinged, untamed motherfucker who's randomly shouting out these black, because that's what I did when I was on Dave Rubin's show. That's what I did on Fox. That's what I did on CBS. That's what I did in my movie. That's what I did with D.L. Hughley. That's what I did with T.D. Jakes. Yep. I'm just untamed, unhinged, and randomly shout out these bitches. Yep.
That's just not what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, now if you got a problem with one person or a particular people, and, which I think he's a great orator, but, I think a lot of times what Tommy's thing is that, like, a lot of people just kind of look at it like he's a wild. I get what he's talking about for the most part. He's advocating for men to be in the household. He's talking, like, I think he did some shit called Fatherless America. He doesn't, in my opinion, I don't think he hates women, but I do think that he feels that children that are born in a household just with single black women usually have issues, and the way he approaches that based on his experience and other factors makes it
right. I didn't even do it on Fresh and Fit. that woman had to come at me. Before that woman came at me, was I talking like that? No, as a matter of fact, what did our Marquette, the saint and the sinner, say? I was a simp. I wasn't going at these black women hard enough. I didn't do it anytime I was on their show. Didn't.
Seem like he really dislikes him. Again. Wow. Yeah, I know. I'm on Spotify, but I could have anybody on. I had Hassan Campbell on. Come on, I could have anybody on. Wild, untamed, but with Tommy, like me having a guest on, I want to make it make sense. It's not about being inflammatory. You know, it's not about shock jocking. It's not about just saying shit like "fuck his blood." Like, it's not about that. It's about, like, if you have an ideology, if you have like a thought, if you have something that we could structurally like discuss, cool. But, you know, I think sometimes his plight gets, you know, degraded by the fact that he's oftentimes like caught in these moments where people are going to characterize his whole shtick as, oh, that's the guy who just says black women. Like, bro, there's no nuance to that. You know what I mean? I'm the guy who argues nuance constantly. But I don't know if he could switch it on and off, right? Because I don't think he dislikes black women. I think he has a stance against.
X-Fool said, I don't know if he can switch it on and off. What the
families growing up in certain particular homes with certain particular women, and he's focusing on people who are black. Again, I don't know if I'm like maybe I'm politicizing it a little bit too much, but the reason why I wanted Charleston White, Hassan Campbell, I didn't get Hassan Campbell on my podcast that he could just say over and over, rock that snot box or whatever his phrase is. That's not what it is.
Now, we all heard what Akademiks said. Akademiks said, like, this guy's unhinged. He can't be trusted. See, Tommy, I need you to understand this. You know we can see you, right? We can see you. We see your history. You can't be trusted. You don't just only go in on black women. You actually disrespect black men too. But when it comes to them W folks, oh, you kiss behind. And we seen what happened when you went up there with Richard Spencer trying to go in on black folks. And the crazy thing was, you going in on black folks over there with them, and they checked you. They checked you. They told you to shut up. You ain't allowed to talk over there. They was asking you, do you know what certain terms mean and words mean? You were so upset. You talking about, I apologize to every black people. No, it was just a whole bunch of stuff. Then you said something disrespectful to them, and they kicked your butt off Twitter. So all of that bootlicking and all that A-kissing that you was doing, it's backfiring on you. Nobody will touch you. Nobody will touch you. I told the Manosphere guys years ago, you cannot go online and talk the way that he was talking and think that you're going to survive. And people got kicked off, but they even kicked Cynthia G off. They kicked everybody off on there talking all the way that we go in on each other. It's just bad for business. It's just bad for business. But a lot of you guys support this Tommy guy, and Tommy's a hypocrite. Tommy talked about his experiences with his father. He talked about his experiences with his mother. He suffered from psychological damage. You guys can't see that? So stop coming into my comment section trying to defend this buffoon. Because he's a liar. He's a hypocrite. He didn't make up talking points. I didn't need to watch Tommy. I'm from the streets of Philadelphia. You think I don't know ratchet black women and upstanding black women and ratchet black dudes and upstanding black dudes? He ain't, man, listen, you squares think that he was saying something decent. We heard all them talking points already. And how can you have those talking points but then run over there to the W folks and actually degrade and put your people down? Certain conversations should be had amongst us, not amongst them, because they look at us through a different type of stereotypical lens. So why you over there with them talking? And then you stupid buffoons support them. So don't come in my comment section with that foolishness, man, because we see that the guy's a hypocrite. Now he's begging Akademiks to come give him a sit down. Why should Akademiks sit down with this guy? For what? Akademiks at the top of the world. Sit down with, listen, he lost it all. Tommy was in position to have it all. But what he did was, the worst thing he did was not talk about black women. The worst thing he did was not make alliances with black men. I'm going to say it again for a lot of you squares out there. The worst thing that Tommy Sotomayor did was not make alliances with other black men. Now he has no leg to stand on because the W folks don't want him. The W folks don't want him over there, but he can't come back around black men because black men don't trust him. I'm going to cut this video short right there. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.